We have the next speaker is Florencio from all the way, Florencio Venté, all the way from Colombia. Over to you, Florencio.
Well, thank you, Moses, for the floor. Hi, everyone. So my name is Florencio. I'm a delegate from Colombia, but currently I'm based in Brazil. And today the team invited me to share with you some ideas about the nexus of gender equality, environmental protection, and migration. First, I want to share a little bit of awareness. So do you know that one of each 30 people on Earth is a migrant? And in the last year, over 281 million people migrate. And not always people migrate because they want to, it's because they have to. According to the UN Refugee Agency, 64 million people were displaced because climate change. And it estimated that 1 billion people will be forced to move in the next year because the earthquakes, floods, fires on the forest, and all of this is related with climate change. Also, last year presented several challenges and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and hit especially migrants communities because they don't have access to healthcare or basic needs because of their status. And those that were more marginalized were women, children, and youth. For example, women are the more than a half of the people that migrate, and they are more vulnerable because aspects of their skin color, their religious, the country that they came from, and without to mention the psychological effects that they carry out because of losing their loved ones, of their child, their parents, their children's, and during all of that journey. And also women are subject to high risks as violation of human rights, gender abuse, sexual exploitation, and modern slavery. And perhaps many of you are thinking, okay, what I have to do or what I have something to do with migration. And as always I say, we all are migrants in a sort of way. Maybe you decide to move from one country to another, or from one city to another, or one village to another. That makes you a migrant as well. Or maybe you are a result of a diaspora. Your parents or your parents or your parents decide to move to another place, and they have to force these different challenges that become of the way to be part of the migration issues that we are currently have. And why we should, as young leaders, think about how we can create more sustainable migration, more equal migration for all of the people that is on Earth. For instance, I want to share my story, the work that I'm doing. I'm leading Locals, that is an initiative that promotes the inclusion and social development and economic development of migrants in refugees. And we want to scale our work all over different nations. We promote first entrepreneurship. We helping small businesses led by migrants and refugees, most of them led by women as well. Also, we promote language and cultural exchanges to embrace diversity as a way to confront the issues of racism, xenophobia, and also to change this narrative around migration. And in advocacy, we also are part of the Youth Local Council that we promote different policy-making decisions. We promote the participation of migrants in political spaces and in the decision-making. And in that way, we are impacting over 10,000 people in our communities. So we believe that migration is part of our human nation, our human nature. And our human responsibility is to make it more sustainable and equal for everyone. To finish, I just want to say that first, yesterday was the International Migration Day. So I think that we must celebrate that. And second, that we learned that Dr. King have a dream. But my call for you today, Ubuntu leaders, is not to dream with me, is to act with me. Because the world needs young people like us willing to take small and huge action. So I ask you, are you in? Thank you, and or as we say in Colombia, gracias.